Known for its historical sites and beautiful beaches, Malta is the perfect travel destination for many. This is Katie from Creative Travel Guide, and today we share the things to know before you go to Malta. Looking for more travel tips? Make sure to hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. So firstly, let's look at the best time to visit Malta. Malta can be visited all year round depending on what you are looking for. Spring is our favourite time to visit when the weather is mild and pleasant and you can enjoy the outdoor activities and sightseeing without the summer heat. Avoid the summer if possible. The weather is hot and dry and the tourist sites can get crowded quickly. Autumn is another great time to visit if you want that warmer weather but less crowds, whilst winter is the off-peak season, offering a mild climate as well as reduced hours for some attractions. However, winter is a good time for budget travellers as hotel prices drop at this time. So now let's look at getting there. As Malta is an island, most visitors arrive in Malta via air, with the international airport connecting you to many cities across Europe. From the airport, you can take a taxi, rent a car, or take the public bus to your hotel. At this time, there are no direct passenger ferries to Malta, but you can travel between the islands of Malta via ferry, while some arrive in Malta on one of the cruises that stop in the country. So now let's look at getting around. There are lots of things to see and do in Malta, placed all over the area. Fortunately for travellers, Malta has an extensive and efficient public bus system that serves most of the major towns and tourist areas. Ideal for budget travellers, just make sure to pick up a card for discounted fares and convenience. You can catch a taxi in the more urban areas of Malta, and they do have an app called Bolt, which is similar to Uber and is available in some areas of the country. For full flexibility and sightseeing, you can choose to rent a car to get around, just do so in advance. Malta's roads are well maintained, but the cities can be congested, especially during rush hour. Once you're in your chosen destination, walking, cycling, or using electric scooters are all convenient, easy ways to get around. If you are travelling between the sister islands of Malta, you can also choose to take a ferry. So now let's look at typical prices. As with anywhere in the world, prices can vary depending on your time of visiting, but also depending on which area of Malta you are staying in. But we share approximate prices so you can budget your trip effectively. St. Julian's is a great place to find affordable dorm beds beginning at around €25, whilst private mid-range rooms in most areas of the country can be found from under €130. More luxurious hotels are available in the popular areas and begin at €200 a night, with many costing up to €350 during the busier times of the year. When it comes to food, you really can pay as little or as much as you want to, depending on where you are eating and what type of restaurant you are eating in. For a small snack or breakfast, head to a local bakery and expect to find food for €1 or €2. Light lunches start at around €5 to €7, whilst dinner will cost you between €10 to €15 for a main meal, or between €40 to €60 for two people having a dinner out, including some wine and a shared starter. So now let's look at ways to save money. As Malta becomes more and more popular with visitors, prices are rising, so it is worth finding ways to save money on your trip. For accommodation options, look for budget hotels and guest houses, with many great options outside of those touristy areas. Use the public transportation to get around and purchase the local transport card for discounted rates. Eat in the local eateries and bakeries, and stick to the more traditional restaurants to save money on food. If you want to visit some of the more popular sites like the Blue Lagoon, book a sightseeing cruise online in advance and choose options that include several of the best sites so that you can see everything in one day while saving yourself some money. We will leave some recommended tours in the description below. Take advantage of the free attractions in Malta like the beaches, the town of Medina, and St. Peter's Pool. Shop for souvenirs at the markets rather than the big stores, and avoid using the currency exchange services at the airport or in the tourist areas. There are plenty of things to see and do in Malta, so you will never get bored here. Begin with exploring Valletta, the capital city, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, offering stunning architecture and historic sites. Then we have the Blue Grotto, a series of caves and natural rock formations that you can take a boat tour to explore. We will leave the link in the description below. History lovers should visit the temples in the country before exploring Medina, but don't forget to take a trip to Gozo Island, Malta's sister island, and home to beautiful beaches. The charming fishing village of Marsa is a great place to explore, with a lively Sunday market being a unique and fun experience. See the incredible coastline along Dingley Cliffs, but then take a grand harbour cruise to see Valletta from the water. Watch this video to find out the 10 romantic destinations in Europe. Then to find out even more Malta travel tips, watch this video. We hope you have an incredible time and stay creative.